These are the moments when comedians had the courage to warn us about what was really happening behind the scenes. From seemingly confirming long-whispered Hollywood conspiracy theories to boldly calling out disturbing abuse allegations on live television, their words struck far deeper than anyone expected. In 2023, Danny Masterson was found guilty on serious charges involving 2 women and was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison.
Our next guest is in his 7th season playing Hyde on the Fox sitcom That 70s Show. Please welcome Danny Masterson.
Once the news broke, a 2004 clip from the Conan O'Brien show began circulating again, with Conan making remarks that, in hindsight, now feel surprisingly revealing.
Like my friend Bodie Elfman, he always teases me and he says, "Hi, my name is Danny Masterson. Would you like to touch my balls?" You know, doing an imitation of me, because certain words
why
you
are
just
you
can't get
asking
away
people
with.
to do that? That's the more important question. I've heard about you. And you'll be caught soon. I know you will.
I will.
While no official charges have been filed, Drake has faced repeated public allegations over the years regarding inappropriate interactions with younger individuals. Kendrick Lamar later referenced this in one of his songs, but Shane Gillis had brought it up long before it became a widely discussed topic.
That reminds me, I do want to say this. I want to be on the record. Drake's going to be, he's on that R. Kelly tip.
You think so?
Drizzy Drake likes him young.
What?
He does. It's somewhat known already, but this is one of those things where I want to, you know, you got to say something. Like, remember Louis, that whole thing?
Yeah.
And like, we knew about that.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I don't know. Drizzy Drake's into the young ones. He's going to get got in the next 5 years. Oh. Unfortunately. Love me some Drizzy Drake, dude.
While no official charges have ever been filed, Drake has faced repeated public allegations over the years concerning inappropriate interactions with younger individuals. Kendrick Lamar later alluded to this in one of his songs, but Shane Gillis had already mentioned it long before the topic became widely discussed.
A lot of rappers here. There's Rat, Jay-Z, Jigga, the Jigga Man, Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga in the club, that's who. Thank you very much. Oh no, puppy.
It might be a stretch to call it a prediction, but the way certain coincidences seem to align is undeniably intriguing. It's the kind of thing that makes you pause and think.
I'm out here. Richard.
He even spoke openly about Harvey Weinstein and the darker sides of Hollywood.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
He even spoke openly about Harvey Weinstein and the darker side of Hollywood.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy people. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right?
Long before the headlines involving Diddy began to surface, he was already making pointed remarks about it. But before we get there, let's rewind to a 2006 stand-up performance where he talked about Hollywood's rampant substance habits.
And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it, only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do?
Just like Cat Williams, Ricky Gervais also publicly brought attention to this topic.
At least if you in the ATL and
doing drugs in the ATL to at least excuse himself, go to the bathroom or something. In Hollywood, just do the drugs right in front of you and act like ain't happened. You in the middle of a goddamn meeting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the movie with you, and then we're gonna go back. Did you know that I can see you? You right there. It's on your nose.
Just like before we dive into Hollywood's hedonistic rituals, we need to talk about Diddy first. In light of the recent events surrounding him, many people weren't exactly surprised, because the signs had been there long before the news ever broke. So why were they ignored?
You disgusting, pill-popping, sexual deviant scum. I want to do this monologue and then go into hiding, okay?
There's a growing perception that breaking into Hollywood often requires making major compromises behind the scenes.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Online discussions often point to the idea that some performers are encouraged to take on deliberately uncomfortable roles as a rite of passage in Hollywood, such as wearing a dress.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Cat, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's take a look at Kat's comments about Kevin Hart's seemingly non-existent boundaries.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
As far back as 2006, Dave Chappelle spoke openly about an idea that many people still reference today. For many, it no longer feels like a fringe discussion.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
After saying all of that, a few years later, Dave Chappelle seemed to fold and join the rest.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Kavenshané Wallace.
Wow. What began as a conversation about politicians gradually shifted toward corporations. Reactions were mixed, but in December 2024, headlines reported that an Ivy League computer engineer had shot United Healthcare's CEO as an act of rebellion against the health insurance industry. Remarkably, Bill Burr had described a scenario like this 8 years earlier.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers got to wear a dress. That's happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in. The writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on and what? This prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion.
After saying all of that, a few years later, Dave Chappelle seemed to fold and join the rest.
Hey, Robin, what's the matter with you? You have a cold?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Really? Probably a chest cold. Hey, Robin, you taking temperature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where'd you stick the thermometer? Oh, very good, Robin. Hey, I'm getting a fever just watching. Hey, let me tell you something, Robin. I wouldn't mind sticking my thermometer down there. Well, mine only works rectally.
So you think politicians should let their human side come out?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely do. But I mean, I don't think it matters who's president. I'm one of those people. I don't think it does.
You don't
I don't think it matters. It doesn't.
Doesn't matter at all.
Dude, Hillary Clinton goes to those Bilderberg meetings. That's like the Illuminati stuff, right? She probably hooked up with some guy wearing like a goat's head, and then she goes out on TV and she's talking to people who drive snowplows, like she can relate to them.
What began as a conversation about politicians gradually shifted toward corporations. Reactions were mixed, but in December 2024, headlines reported that an Ivy League computer engineer had shot United Healthcare's CEO as an act of rebellion against the health insurance industry. Remarkably, Bill Burr had described a scenario like this 8 years earlier.
There's a guy from Nestle that doesn't think water is a human right. I mean, that guy should be hunted down and shot. Yeah. Right? And they're going to sit and just talk about, talking about all the, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we got to get America back to work.
It's like, dude, this guy wants to own the rain. Can we do something about this guy? He works at Nestle. You're supposed to be happy, like making cocoa for people. And this guy's like going, well, people are running out of water. What if we owned all the water and we kept it under our place? And in the future, when everybody's, that's how you picture the guy talking. I want to own the water. I want to have it underneath my house. And just, I'll come to the door in a robe, slightly ajar. Right?
Hope you learned something today and see you in the next video.